Hello and happy day. Have you reminded yourself to slow down today, to reduce the noise, to listen? My name is Igor S.F. Walker, and I'm here to remind people to slow down, to reduce the noise, to walk their lives into a natural flow. Welcome back to the Book of the Week series. Every week, as I read another amazing title, I share it with the world. Today, we look at Authentic Happiness by Martin Seligman. Are you an optimist or a pessimist by default? Did you know that optimism can actually be learned? After reading this amazing book, I actually agree with Dr. Seligman's statement, and he says, "I'm a dyed-in-the-wool pessimist. I believe that only a pessimist can write a sober and sensible book about optimism. And I use the techniques that I wrote about in Learned Optimism every day. I take my own medicine, and it works for me." Happiness and positive emotion. Being that I see both pessimism and optimism as nothing more than roles that I can play, I believe these topics are very much misunderstood in the world today. They're very much polarizing ones as well. Now this makes sense as this duality reality that we live in. Every plus has its minus. It is never really about popularity. It is always about polarity. Only through polarity can I ever be able to become aware, to make my own individual choice as to which side is my own plus and which one is a minus. It is also very much true that popularity can and does bring up the levels of positive emotion and happiness. Now we as human beings always do find ways to use this polarity versus popularity idea to bring into forefront our own individual interpretations of an event that we observed. This observation simply highlights a contrast. Now this is where it all begins and ends for me. This contrast, once observed, now simply is. It is a reality, an observed one, regardless of my own individual interpretations of it. In order to highlight the polarity, in order to gain more popularity on my side of it, or better yet, win over supporters of the other side, once observed, it now simply is. Now I'm sure you've observed, just as much as I have, both sides of this contrast. Don't worry, just be happy, and promoting just be happy is dangerous. It is here that I believe we all can most certainly consider the idea of creation of time and space for dialogue. It is exactly here that we can practice the art of acceptance, regardless of what the contrast observed. Regardless of the polarity itself, there is absolutely no denying the existence of it. We've just observed two sides of the coin. Accept it. Now we will agree and disagree on many things, but this one thing I truly believe in my heart, my body, my mind, and my soul, we all can agree on: learn from it. Let's learn from it. Let's harvest the good. Yes, we always do tend to notice first when something is not. That dinner was not that great. The movie was not that exciting. The yoga teacher is not truly a yogi. Great. If it's not, now what? We simply had an expectation of what it was supposed to be. But how do we get there now? And get there together? Let's learn from what it is not, on the road of defining what it is that we want it to be through dialogue. Trying to win a popularity contrast and win everyone from one side of the polarity to the other, or even worse, only to one's own individual acceptable number and size of a micro within a macro, would be one of those things that we should not focus on. How about focusing on continuation of the dialogue, acceptance, learning? In my own personal journey, it all started once I became aware of what it is that I do not want. At least now I knew that before I could continue and figure out what it is that I do want. I became aware of the contrast and I accepted it. I wanted to now learn from it. I wanted to harvest the good. The only thing that I had to now work on and get closer to, the next and the final step in creating my own individual happiness and ability to have positive emotions, was forgiveness. It is what it is. Accept it. Harvest the good. Learn from it. Forgive the rest. Authentic happiness is far more than just fixing what's wrong. It is about identifying, cultivating and amplifying one's most fundamental strengths and virtues, using these traits to the fullest every day in work, love, play, and parenting. If you have enjoyed this video, please do like it and share it with the world. Subscribe to my channel, and you can find a direct link to this book in the description below. Get it, read. Thank you. Love and respect.